Hi everyone, my name is Akshaya Kaule. I'm a nature and animal communicator, which means I can speak to plants, animals, and other species and have two-way conversations with them. Since we are in the holiday and the festive season, I often am getting requests to speak to animals of humans who have been traveling quite often and they're leaving their animals behind with their family members or even at other lodging and boarding places. So these requests are A, to let the animals know about their travel plans, which is excellent. It really helps the animal prepare themselves mentally and stay calm even as the humans keep traveling, and also to let the animal know that the humans will return and to ask the animal's perception about the travels, if there's anything else that the human can do to make them feel comfortable, etc. Now, this is a great way to help the animal know about our plans, and you need not reach out to a communicator for the same. Even if you have verbal and mental conversations with your animals, letting them know when you're about to travel, for how long you'll be away, when you'd return, what you expect them to do when you are traveling, what arrangements you have made for your animals while you will be away, it will really help the animal mentally prepare themselves, and it will make the whole transition and then reunion much calmer and smoother. However, there are a few points that come up very frequently in these conversations, and in this video, I want to share the same with you. So, the first thing, the animals want their family to know that they are not insecure, nor do they feel abandoned by these short travel plans. Animals are extremely sentient, and just like us, they understand that our relationship is not only dependent upon the physical companionship. There are going to be days when the humans are going to be away, and this does not automatically mean that the animals are abandoned or that they are never going to reunite with their humans. They don't live in this constant fear of never meeting their humans or being abandoned, even in cases where the animals may have had an history of abandonment. For example, in my home, I have animals who were previously abandoned and then they adopted us. And when we travel, we also leave them at other places. And at no point do they feel insecure or feel like we'll not come to pick them up. So, this is the first thing, that animals want their families to know that they trust them, they love them, and temporary separation does not necessarily and automatically make them feel abandoned or make them feel insecure. The second and the very important point that frequently comes up is how the animal's energy is connected with the humans. It's very important for the animal, for the human to be calm and relaxed, because otherwise they tend to mirror the human's energy. If the human is constantly feeling restless, guilty, or fearful that the animal is going to feel abandoned and not going to settle down in a new place, that automatically reflects in the animal's energy, because it makes them think like there's something to worry about, and hence my human is so worried, and hence I should be worrying about it too. So, ensuring that we are calm and we look at it as a very normal part of life where sometimes we have to stay away from our loved ones is what also becomes very reassuring for them, and it helps them stay calm and relaxed too. The third thing that often comes up in this conversation is to not make a big deal when we leave or when we return. Very often, even I do this, that when I'm leaving, I'll tell them, oh, I love you and I'll miss you, and I'll hug them and I'll kiss them, and I'll make this whole routine about leaving. And even when I return, there's so much of high strung energy, there's so much of excitement to see them again, and that causes them also a little bit of high strung energy, which may not be good for them. So make the goodbyes and the reunions as calm as possible. Doesn't mean we shouldn't meet them or that we shouldn't interact with them or we should ignore them, but ensuring that there is a certain kind of steadiness to the goodbyes and the reunions also helps the animal understand that this is a normal thing, and even if it is repeated in the near future, there is nothing to worry about. It helps them manage and align their energies, and it makes it a part of their normal, and it also allows us to feel calm and relaxed. So these are a few common messages that I've heard from animals, especially those who are at times left behind by the humans when they're traveling. So if you're going to be traveling this season, I would highly recommend you to talk to your animals about it. Just let them know what your plans are and follow up on these few things that commonly are shared by the animals to ensure that your trip is excellent and the animal is also happy while you're away, and the reunion is very beautiful and calming for all of you. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and found it helpful. If you have such experiences with your animals during your travels, please do mention them in the comment section below. Until the next video, bye bye.